Hey, what's up ladies and gentlemen? Bika here with the Untitled Game Show, back once again with another vlog for you guys today. And I got something a little bit more serious to talk to you guys about. Now let's get to the real thing, guys. First of all, I've been at work for 10 hours. So if I mess up on anything in this video, please forgive me. I am kind of tired. So let's get to the point. Now normally on my channel, I try not to talk about anything too serious with you guys. I try to avoid topics like racism too much, anything going on with the media, shootings, stuff like that, because it's usually not as entertaining as talking about, well, video games. And one thing I think is important about YouTube is if you're a YouTuber and you're a gaming YouTuber specifically, I think you should always try to entertain your audience. And I hope I've tried to do that a lot on my channel because I think everybody's kind of bored in the world. Sometimes we have a lot of free times and people should be entertained. And I'm going to try to bring some of my hobby to you guys and try to entertain you guys while bringing you guys what I like doing, which is play video games. But I have something a little bit more serious to talk to you guys about today that's not really video games related, but is related to YouTube in general. And other YouTubers, I have a question for you guys coming up real soon. So this comes to the more story part of my video. So earlier today, I was on the train. I was on the train around first 3 a.m. this morning, and after that 3 a.m. train ride, I just come off I met some crazy people on the train at 3 a.m. But today when I was going home on the train, it got real crazy. So let me explain what happened. I get on the train and I have my 3DS on and I have one earbud in, and there's a guy there in the corner talking to another guy. So older gentleman. Now, I stand up on the pole facing him, and there's two other gentlemen sitting to the left of him, like where the chairs are, and there's other people all around. It's a packed train. Now this gentleman is, after a while I realize what he's doing. He's just saying racial slurs, being very racist. I guess there's no other word for it. He's being a racist. He's not being a very kind person with what he's saying. Now, I didn't think much of it at first until I saw what everybody else around him, how was reacting to him. Everybody was looking at him, giving him mean looks, and I mean people of the race. He's being racist mostly towards African Americans, and there's many other races in the train. I'm trying to be me, because to me, guys, I think racist. All right, let me start over, because I think that's what I'm saying, guys. I'm tired, and I think I'm gonna try to be as real as I can with this video, and it's hard to make it entertaining without being real. All right, he's being a racist here, guys, and the other people in the train looking at him very mean, like they want to mess him up, right? The two gentlemen next to him are African American gentlemen, and they look really upset. The people aside is like, what's wrong with this guy, right? Now I'm looking at this guy thinking, this guy's just crazy. Why should I be like these other people around me, all mad and like upset about the situation? He's just some crazy guy. And then I just observing him and observing everybody else's reaction to what he's saying, and me's there just in front of the guy. I have to look at him. I'm just looking forward, basically. I have to see him. I mean, other than when I look down to play my 3DS and Fire Emblem Awakening, because that's my game, I'm seeing here, I can clearly hear what he's saying. He clearly knows I can hear what I'm saying, but I'm not giving him any reaction like I care about what he's saying. And that's when it kind of hit me as a YouTuber. I think YouTube has changed my attitudes towards hate towards me and towards racism in general. This is something you guys might not know, but I get a lot of racist comments here on YouTube. A lot. As an African American YouTuber, especially doing gaming, there is a lot of hate sent towards me in my messages, in comments, and you guys usually never see them on my videos because I just delete them. I don't interact with them. Anytime they interact with you guys, I try to tell you guys just don't even engage with it. I just have a policy of don't feed into hate. Just be the better person and don't feed into hate, and you'll basically be fine in life. Now, after a while, there was something else to this too. The guy was drinking. Like after a while, he pulled out a little flask from his pocket and started drinking. Smelled like liquor, so I'm like, okay, so he's a drunk old guy on the train yelling racial slurs, and I'm like, what does it matter to me? He ain't really talking to me. Even if he was, he's not gonna affect my day in the sense that like I'm gonna go about my day. I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do, and I'm gonna go home and be happy. He ain't touching me, whatever. But other people's reactions is what actually kind of got me worried. I'm like, they're really upset. You could tell when other people are upset, and these people were upset. The black guy, the white Asian, all the people around him were highly upset about what he was saying. But me standing right in front of him, I just really didn't care about what he was saying. But I was more looking at other people like, wow, you guys are really upset with what this dude is saying right now. And now I'm just here like, I deal with this shit almost every day on YouTube. I've become kind of numb. And as a YouTuber, I'm thinking like, has all the hate that I get constant, the messages, the hate speech, has it made me like null to the stuff? Like, can I just brush it off my shoulder? Is that a good thing to be able to brush that stuff off your shoulder? Should I have been like, now I'm thinking to myself, should I have been upset about what he was saying? Should I have taken that more personally? Or am I a better person for myself? Which I feel to me, I think I am, but I might be a weird person. That's what I'm trying to ask other YouTubers. When you run into a racist situation in public after doing YouTube for a long time, especially as a gaming YouTuber, how do you react? Especially when it's not directly, when somebody talks to you directly, that's different. But let's just say you're in a situation and somebody's doing something like that, and do you take offense to it more easily? For me, I can let things just slide and just go about my day just fine. But because of the fact that everybody else around me was taking it so seriously, I was like, maybe I should be more upset, but I just couldn't. It just never affected me the same way. It's the same way when these people on the comments write, "Oh, you fat, ugly nigga," like, you know, all type. Well, they use the R, nigger. They'll say it like that, right? Go kill yourself. And when I see those messages, I just like, I don't condone suicide. Why would I do that? I know I'm fat. You don't gotta tell me. I know. Trust me. You don't have to tell me. Trust me. I know. Since I started playing football, I've gained weight for a long time. So I know. You don't gotta tell me that. So stuff like that, I just laughed it off and moved on with my life. But is that a good way to handle stuff? And that's what I don't know. I've never been to a therapist. I've never had to be. So I don't know how to react to a situation like that. Especially now when I'm doing YouTube, I'm becoming less and less susceptible to hate speech and people trying to make fun of me. It just doesn't bother me. And is that a good way to go through life? Should I be bothered by this stuff? Or is it a better thing in life that people get to the point where they just don't feed into the hate? And that's what I'm thinking has gotten to me to the point. Like, I just don't feed into the hate. I wouldn't have said nothing to him. I wouldn't have given him a reaction. And I think that's a better way to do it. This is how I personally thinking right now. I think just not feeding into the hate will actually just make everything better. Like, they're going to say what they're going to say, and I'm just going to go about my day and live and be perfectly fine. Until they come to me directly or do something to offend me, like they point me out personally, then you're going to have to address and just actually be treated respectfully. And then everybody should be treated respectfully. But I don't know. Should I take more offense in situations like that, or let it be? I'll mention one last thing. So I wasn't going to bring this up, but there was a community on Google Plus, right? And the community was this was a whole thing about when, you know, all the cop stuff was happening against black people, blah 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 blah. And then there was a community for gamers, and then they wanted all the black gamers to join together, like fight the power, the fist, and all that shit. And they were only inviting African American, black, whatever you want to call them, gamers. And to me, that felt wrong. We are gamers. We are entertainers. We are YouTubers. Why? It should be open to everybody. And I didn't want to join that community. A friend of mine, she wanted me to go to a meeting with her for business people, and it was mainly about African Americans coming together and uniting to like become better in business, and she's into that whole like conspiracy theory stuff about the cops and stuff like that. Is not always, but more and more as I do YouTube, is bothering me. I'm like, there's no need for that. Like, it just should be. There's no need to separate into this separate class per se, like for race. Because the more you separate yourself from everybody else, the more you become a target to be hated on individually. And by engaging in hate against other people, you're just going to be hated on yourself. But if you either let it go or just let everybody be everybody else, and there are going to be haters and people who are malicious in the world. Look at there have been 2 theater shootings in the last 2 months. Like, there's always going to be crazy people out there, and you just got to realize in the world, their race and what they believe may have a factor to that, but there's always going to be people like that, no matter what. And that's how I look at it, guys. Because one person was hateful doesn't mean that whole entire group of people was hateful. Because that one guy on the train was a hateful person, I would never say his whole type of group or whoever he relates to is the same exact way. That's just how I look at stuff, guys. And I'm not sure if I should take more offense, if I should unite with all these people who want to separate themselves into groups and rallies. I don't know. And I think that one thing else I'll mention is because when I went to high school, my high school was very diverse. And at 11th grade, I went to another school. I went to 2 different high schools at the same time. It was kind of like a trade school program where I went to my normal high school because I didn't have good grades, and then so I went to a regular trade type school where I actually learned a craft. So I learned to craft how to do something with my hand, which is electrical work. I'm very good with my hands and doing electrical work and physical type of work, plumbing. I'm good with that type of stuff. And when I went to that school as well, I went to met a whole nother set of people. Then I went to college, and then I met a whole nother set of people. And I guess because I'm kind of lucky when I met people in life, not very few people come at me in a day-to-day situation. It's hateful. And with that being said, being hateful to another person, for me, in person, doesn't need to happen. I'll make jokes. You guys might watch some of my videos, and I will be truthfully. I might say the N-word in my video to my friends, like kill the snake. But that's just him. Like he says it, then I get it from my friend. But it's never hateful. It's just being funny, and I even apologize when I curse sometimes in my videos because it's like I shouldn't be doing it. I don't know if being a pushover. I'm just saying, guys, as you as a YouTuber, if you're a gaming YouTuber, how do you deal with and handle hate in public? Does it bother you as much anymore? For me, I feel like it's not bothering me as much because I just ignore the comments. And I would like to know if other YouTubers out there, do you guys ignore these comments that you get that are hateful, or you embrace them and reply back? I ignore them and move on with my life to play video games and continue to engage you guys out there. Beaky here with the Untitled Game Show. That was me keeping it real. I hope you guys are willing to be okay with that video right there. It's a little more serious than most of my other vlogs, but I really would like an answer from most of the other YouTubers. I'm only sending it out to guys. I want some replies for this one, guys. I really would like some comments on this video. Before I go, only thing else I gotta mention, I do want to apologize that there's been very little videos on the channel of late, maybe one, even less a day. Wednesday, all those types of stuff. It's just I've been so busy with work, guys. I gotta pay the bills. I gotta pay the cable bill to have the internet connection to pay for everything. So that's what I gotta do, guys. I gotta take care of the family. So hopefully, because Sunday's my day off, I will be able to get back on track and start making videos for you guys real soon. My friend Jack, who I was originally doing the Untitled Game Show with, has decided that he really wants to come back and actually start doing video game stuff as well. So he's going to be making a channel and help me run the Untitled Game Show, which is what I've really always wanted him to do. So I may be able to actually have some help and get the channel even better than it actually is, and help him start his own channel as well, which I think will be very important because some of you guys may not know, behind the scenes, sometimes it really is hard for me to make videos with just work and everything else. And I think if I was able to actually have the help from him and some of my other friends, what we started out with, the channel will be a lot farther and my website will be a lot farther than it is right now. So I can't wait to see him actually buy a laptop and actually try to actually take this a little bit more seriously than something a hobby. Because as much as this is my hobby to do, I actually do take YouTube fairly seriously, guys. I mean, I put a lot of money into buying equipment, the GoPro, everything, man. $2,000 plus on my camera, all the capture equipment. I do take this seriously and I do enjoy doing it because I love making videos, I love entertaining you guys, and I hope, guys, if nothing else, this video is at least a little entertaining, even though I'm talking a little bit more serious right now. Thanks for watching. It's in 4K. Till next time, I'll be back with more videos on Sunday, like usual, live streams and everything else. Before I go, I'm going to start pushing Amazon real hard, guys. If you guys want to support what I do, there's an Amazon link in the description. Go ahead and click that link if you're in the United States. Anything you buy through Amazon actually helps support the channel. A percentage of your sale actually goes to the channel. So what that means is it's not going to cost you anything extra. Let's say you go buy a camera, a book, bread. A few cents from that bread is going to help you support the channel.